I've heard you all in the comments. I felt the pressure to cover so many songs a week, 20, 25 songs. Gonna compromise, just gonna keep it at 12 or less, preferably less, but 12. That way I don't get burnt out, reactions stay on the channel, and everybody's happy. I will show the playlist for what I'm all considering for each Reacts week. If you don't prefer the 12 that I end up selecting, feel free to check out the playlist. Usually I get anywhere from like 30 to 35 songs a week on there, trying to look into different genres and whatnot. So that will be available to view both in the description, and hopefully we can get it in the video somehow. Also, to catch you up on my thoughts from the previous week's music, I'm going to kind of do an essential style cover of a few songs off of there because I'm not going to be able to do 60 songs over the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to do a couple of those. In regards to the Chainsmokers remixes, they can drop their tracks on all platforms. Otherwise, I'm not going to chase down my SoundCloud account. That being said, I did appreciate the Meet Me at Your Spot remix, but I'm not going to take the time to go over like exclusive remixes when they're not going to put them out on all platforms. Said the Sky album, no promises. If we can get him on for an interview, I'll definitely do an album review. So like hit up his DMs if you want to see him on Sidewalk. Let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, first up, let's do the essentials from the previous week. So when this comes out, it should be 2 weeks ago. First thing I wanted to mention was the William Black Fairlane VIP. So what you had was the original melodic bass track into a beautiful D&B rendition of it. What I really liked about the first drop, or at least the first half of the first drop, is you know, instead of having the high-pitched vocal that gets dropped in there, you just kind of have the nice back and forth with the lead and the drum and bass. I personally wasn't a fan of the vocal sample. I don't know if it was just the tone of it or if it was just a little too high-pitched for me, but I appreciate the parts of it where that's not playing in the background. Overall, really refreshing, and definitely a drum and bass track I'm going to add. Next up, notable one to mention was Koastle, Benzi, and Trip Carter with Suga Suga, kind of a cover remix, if you will. It was like if Flume and Louis the Child had a baby. Not the most original sounding track, but something I'm willing to indulge because personally, you know, a fan of that style of music. Something to definitely look at as well. Another one I wanted to mention, you guys, Spinnin' did something creative. Jay Hardaway and Retrovision came out with this kind of like, I don't know what to call it. It wasn't Slap House though, so that's good. I think the big thing about this is I love like the DJ scratches in there. It's kind of this like, gives it this like 90s feel mixed with like the modern bass line. Just like a refreshing, different track that, you know, from an otherwise kind of stale record label, I was kind of impressed. So definitely one I'm adding and was actually a contender for Song of the Week. Next up was Coedko and April Bender with Not Alone. Again, just kind of one of those pure serotonin songs. Kind of has the vein of like some Jason Ross, Seven Lions, Four on the Floor energy, but definitely one I appreciated and added. And then Blanke and RUNN with Lights Out. One of the most authentic and just like well-polished melodic bass tracks I've heard in 2022. And then who else, you know, to sing on it other than RUNN? Just a perfect collab there. And finally, for the Song of the Week from 2 weeks ago, or I guess we could also call this the Downtempo Gem of the Week because it's both.
This is a song and DDD Downtempo Gem of the Week.
Alex Lustig, I believe that's how we pronounce it, with Before. Right from the start, you have like these dreamy, kind of, you know, juicy reverbs with a very generous kick, which I appreciated. And then somewhere at like, I think about a minute 20 or so, we get like this 16th note kick, which for a down-tempo track seemed out of place, but I personally loved it. And then just like the sexy panning back and forth that lines up with the oscillation, you know, of the saw waves there. Brilliant track. So that was definitely my favorite. I should wrap up the essentials, quick, you know, highlighting what I liked about the previous week because I already listened to those ahead of time. Let's get into the react part of it now. All right, Trivecta and J Mason, Sail Away. I don't think it's gonna top Sail Away by Temanite, so, but different genre. Yeah. Much better. Oh, I love the melody, the little, this high-pitched whistle or whatever. A sound we've heard before, you know, like kind of a super saw or something, but... Ooh. Huh. I kind of like the back and forth. You can definitely hear Ophelia's influence on him from like 2 to 3 years ago to now. Yeah, I think the biggest thing I want to say is like, in the past, I've always kind of thought Trivecta's drops have been a little thin or lacked some fullness, and much like the dude himself who's been hitting the gym, if you follow the Insta, he's beefed up his tracks as well, so well done. Sounds really full, sounds a lot better, and this is definitely an ad for me. Alright, Syence. Somewhere in between bass music and pop. Bass pop. Ooh, I like this. Give me that lead. Ooh, pitch bend at the end there. Trying to take kind of the housey approach to it. Ooh! The pitch bend is almost a little bit to the point where like it throws you off, but it's not elongated enough to where it's unsatisfying. They definitely know how to write a catchy melody. I'll give them that. Alright, some Space Laces. Ooh, that was cool. Like, digitized the crash symbol away. Should I have picked a different one off the EP? I don't know, I need more variety if you're gonna go 4 on the floor with me. Kinda gives me a little bit of like old school Night Party vibes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing it justice, I should probably check out the whole EP, but what are you gonna do? Snakehips, Tchami, embarrassing fun fact. When I really was like getting into like EDM, I thought it was Snakehips. Just never looked close enough at the text, I guess. Don't be that guy walking around mispronouncing artists. And the drop almost just sounds like a totally separate song from the intro. Yeah, for me to stay interested in house music, you gotta have more variety. Tchami knows what he's doing, but again, not huge on the style. Alright, Motion Sickness. The other one he did with Illenium, kinda underwhelming, if I'm being honest. Love the natural drum set. Growing on me, but this is not really electronic, you know? I mean, and again, like that's his big appeal, right? He blends that kind of sad pop punk appeal into electronic. Yeah, I guess I should be careful about saying it's not electronic. Obviously, it's produced in a DAW. Well, you know what I'm getting at. It's like it doesn't have that initial kind of, you know, electronic appeal with the synths, the leads. You know, personally, that's what I signed up for when, you know, when kind of falling for a lot of Said the Skies music. Did I say falling? It's weird. It's all those emotions. That's one of those songs that, you know, you could pass on the radio and be like, oh, it wasn't said this guy. Like, I don't know. I need to hear the album start to finish and form a more cohesive idea on what it's gonna be, but it's not bad. It's just not like EDM-ish, you know? All right, this is gonna be a journey. G Jones, Eprom, you know it's gonna be weird, experimental. Ooh. Ooh, here we go. What? Oh! Oh! What? I mean, it wasn't an understatement about the experimental part, right? Ooh, I'm getting like Jack U vibes all of a sudden. Is it the drums? What? Bro! I need to see this live. Like, you know, you're not dancing to this. Like, the entire audience would just be like, wow, 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 wow. Okay, it was getting dark. I was trying to do the natural light vibe, but only so much sunlight. Hopefully the lighting isn't too different. Ghastly. Ooh. Yeah, real rich, warm bass line. I like what he did with the vocals. Obviously, it feels a little more down-tempo. I don't know if that's just the illusion of the atmosphere. He said he was really excited about this being kind of like a different direction for him. Ooh, yeah. This is one of those you're gonna have to listen to a few more times, but it's just growing on me as it goes. All right, some drum and bass. Beautiful arpeggiators going on already. Ooh, I like that chord. Minor chord. Where my music theory peeps at. Feels definitely like a space exploration track. Familiar leads, and I'm here for it though. Real deep growls. Ooh. Love the hi-hat. Nicely balanced. Boombox Cartel, Nevve. Got a good feeling about this one. God. They just nail her vocals every time. Or that vocalist group, I guess, but... Oh, shit! Now we need 2 songs of the week! Oh, it's like everything you wanted from that era of, like, future bass, but, like, with a modern feel to it. More modern, I should say. It wasn't that long ago, but... Oh, I love this. This is why we do the React series. It's just been a drought of really good music, so pardon my cynicism, I guess. Boombox Cartel and Nevve. What a jam.
LA's got it all. Pretty girls, hella opportunities, and the best color.
That's so LA.
Well, since this channel is headquartered in LA, let's hear Nitty Gritty's take on it. Everything about the production is like stereotypical
So
too.
LA. We should collab. I'm getting into crystals.
Oh my god, he's trolling this shit. I love it. What a roast.
I only do K. That's so I really want to fuck my yoga instructor.
Oh, Nitti Gritti is the best. And we gotta give Blake Weber credit here too.
We should write a song about LA. Yeah. Oh my god. That's so LA. Do you know who my dad is?
I would love to see this played at the Academy or any of those LA clubs.
That's so LA.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
You got a Quix feature? Number 3. This is gonna be, I mean, I can't not give the song of the week to Eprom and G Jones, but another solid one. Oh yeah. The hi-hats, the drums, the bass line. Very clean, very professional. Quix is one of the most like underappreciated producers there is right now. Get that man on the main stage. That is how you do a proper build. Yeah. I mean, this is by far, just with those 3 songs, the best week of 2022 so far. All right, can Audien add to it is the question. It's got a nice chill, kind of slow progression to it. I'm wondering if we're gonna pick up the energy or if this is just gonna kind of stay. Ooh, okay. Love the extra kick at the beginning of the phrase, that was nice. Yeah, I mean, definitely one for the driving playlist. Space out. Beautiful atmosphere to it.
This is a song of the week.
All right, that's going to be it for this week. Leave your comments on both what you thought on like the essentials part, what I covered in the beginning from the first 2 weeks. And then obviously this week had a hell of a lot of tracks. Song of the week wasn't an easy pick, but multiple contenders there. Thanks so much for watching, sticking through it, and I will see you guys soon.